I would describe my pie sort of as a punk rock and roll pie. See that sucker bubbling up? It's similar to my style of music. Well, I started baking when I was a kid, when I was about 6 or 7 years old. And my grandmother, she baked everything homemade, everything from scratch. I would just sit there and hang out there. I was always licking batter and cleaning up pans, and I was always into it. My grandmother always said, you gotta get deep down in the recesses of the bowl or the pan, because that's where the best stuff's hiding out. And she's right, man. She's always right. And I love the smells and everything. It was just totally cool. I mean, I can still smell it right now. Like, it's in my head. It's so killer, man. I wish I could just pull this part of my head out and you can smell it yourself. It's like, it's dynamite.
I'm with a cool cat today and I'm liking it. This kitty is liking it.
I played guitar since I was a little kid, always like trying to jam. I was getting ready to get out of the Marine Corps. That's when I decided to put my own band together. We wrote a bunch of songs and got ourselves touring. We were on the road all the time. I never had any money, totally broke. My idea was I'm gonna bake pies, sell them with CDs and merchandise at my merch table. So I made 60 pecan pies, loaded up the van with all my equipment, my guitars, my amps, my 60 pies. When I started making pies, my accommodation started getting better, and I stopped staying next to cat litter boxes and started staying in people's beds. It started becoming more of a thing. Like, instead of being a straight up rock and roller, it was more like Rodney is becoming a pie man. We're gonna make ourselves a steak, mushroom, onion, and a fontina cheese pie. It's awesome savory pie. It's one of the pies we carry here at the shop. Pie, music, it's all gonna help out each other. To me, pie is rock and roll. Now I'm pie style, that's the way it is. Pie style is just the coolest, positive, bringing people together, trying to have a good time. It helps out everything. If somebody's pissed or upset with you, show up with a pie, man. Warm you right up. We get Iran, we get Iraq, we get all these cats. We have a big old UN meeting, we sit down and have some pies, and be like, that stuff's good. My family is totally pie style. I met Heidi at a show. We were just locked from the get-go. Me and Heidi got married, and we had my son Waylon, and he's a killer baker. I mean, he can bake from scratch already. 5 years old, he can make an unbelievable pie. And my daughter Lily's the same way. They're both really talented bakers, and they're totally killer kids. My life is out of sight.
Rod, I tell you, these pies are dangerously delicious.
Thank you so much.
You got the right name for the right game, baby.
65 pies, all handmade, fresh ingredients. They've got Baltimore Bomb, Mobtown Brown, Key Bridge Lime, White Trash Creme Brulee. I've got apple. There you go. Pie is it. I've devoted myself to pie, rock and roll, and family, Jack, and that's the way it is. Words in your hand is that a hunk of pie. I can see in your face, look in your eye. I got apple, key lime, rhubarb too. I even got a little something called berry blue. So come on down and open up your eyes and get yourself a big old hunk of dangerously delicious pies.